Okay, welcome NoDQ Galaxy. We are the Ladies of NoDQ, and we're back after quite a long hiatus. Yeah, we just had weird schedules for a while.
And we thought since we're going to SummerSlam, maybe we should make a prediction.
Exactly. So we will be there in Detroit on Saturday, enjoying ourselves. And because of that, I rate my excitement a 10 because we're going to be there.
Agreed, 10. Yeah. We're going to be there. There could be the worst card ever.
But we actually have a pretty good card, in my opinion. So we're excited about that. Do you have a match that you're particularly excited for?
I bet you could guess which match I'm particularly excited for.
Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
Exactly.
I'm also excited for that one, but pretty much all of them, really. Maybe not Ronda and Shayna as much.
That promo on Monday was actually pretty good, though, or whatever day it was on.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I say, not quite as strong, but I'm still interested in seeing the match. So, any ones you're not so interested in, or?
No, honestly, it's a good card right now.
I agree. Although, I guess, I don't know if it was ever officially there, but it seemed like we were getting Becky and Trish, perhaps, and it sort of disappeared. So, guess we don't get that, but that's
maybe they'll beat each other down or something.
Well, that's true. They could show up in some capacity. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with this. I don't even know if this is a kickoff or if it's on the main card, but
I guess we'll find out.
We will. The Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal.
Oh, sponsored by Slim Jim.
Yes. Right. And as of the last I checked it earlier today, the only people announced were LA Knight, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Ciampa, Otis, and Chad Gable. And the gentleman said to pick two, a first pick, second pick.
I had a feeling I only picked one. So
okay. So you'll have to just go off the cuff here. I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. Since I didn't pick, I'll go first. Okay. So my number one, who I think is going to win, I think LA Knight. He's so over right now. Let him win. Number two, we'll just go somebody completely unannounced. Let's go AJ Styles. What's he doing right now?
Yeah,
let's let AJ win. Let's put him somewhere.
I like that. I also went LA Knight. Like you said, he's just very, very over, and the place will erupt for the start of the show. So
I hope he's gonna probably, they don't always do the entrances. He'll definitely be one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think these people that are announced will probably all get an entrance, and then the others may not.
Well, I mean, if AJ's in it, there's no way he's not getting an entrance.
Right. I'm for number two for me. I also just kind of going random, but I am going with someone announced. I'm just gonna go with Shinsuke. Okay. Just saw him the other day when I was watching, which by the way, folks, I have not been watching too closely as of late. It's on, and I'm usually kind of on my phone, and
I tend to watch Raw and not SmackDown. So.
Right. So our predictions here are going to be kind of just, what we think from what we have seen and what we know from our history of watching.
Or what we want.
That's true too. Okay. So going to the main card here, he's got these set up in a different order.
Might all be the main card.
Well, that's true. It might be. I'm going to have us start with this one. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. I think that they've done a pretty good job with this hype up on this one.
I agree. No, I thought that promo was really good. I think it was Monday, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It all blends together to me, but
I feel I don't even know what day it is right now sometimes.
Wednesday. But yeah, so they've been hyping this up. They're kind of giving Shayna a push, it seems. And I'll say I'm going with Shayna because I don't know what Ronda's doing. She's never all in, I feel like, and might be on her way back out for a while here. What do you think?
I could see that, but I went with Ronda.
Okay.
I said it's SummerSlam. Ronda Rousey's the bigger name. You don't want to have the non-bigger name win at such a big event. So.
All right. Fair enough. Also, this one is like MMA rules. I don't really know what that entails, but or if that's going to affect the match.
Have you ever seen an MMA match, Caitlin?
Like clips of it, but I don't watch a match start to finish. Well, maybe the CM Punk
I wonder if it's going to be almost like a submission match. And I mean, but you can win by you can knock some. I mean, I don't know. So I don't know if it's like submit somebody or knock them out or go to a decision. I don't know, but
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
but I think
I'd rather Shayna win. I don't particularly like Ronda, but
yeah, I agree with that. I feel like her mic skills have gone downhill from what they were a while back.
Shayna told us,
right? But I was saying it before that.
Yeah, well, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
All right. Anything else on that match?
I don't think so.
All right. I was gonna do the other girls next, but let's skip around just to split them up.
Do what you want.
So we're gonna do Logan Paul versus Ricochet. What are your thoughts on this one?
I want to hate Logan Paul. That's my first thought.
But you don't.
But I don't. He comes out and he's like exactly what you want to hate, and it's perfect. He just feeds into the role. It's perfect.
Yeah.
That being said, I do think he's gonna win. I mean, it'd be nice if like Ricochet won, get like the rub and the push, but I don't see that happening. And again, it kind of goes back to like the same thing I said with Ronda. Who's the bigger name?
Yeah.
It makes more sense for Logan Paul to win. I just don't see him losing. Plus, he did lose to Rollins at WrestleMania. I just don't see him losing again on a big event.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with that and pretty much everything you've said as well. And as we talk about in text a lot of times, he's just so funny. He's so good on the mic. He's good at wrestling.
He's good at wrestling. He's good on the mic. And, you know, because I don't know how much you know about him, Caitlin. Like,
not much from his like internet.
He's not likable,
right?
But then he is likable, kind of, or hateable. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Something else some people were saying was that he's like, he mentioned, I guess, on air, he wants to go first so he can leave to go watch his brother have his match or whatever. So I don't know if that's going to be true and they're going to open or what.
Or they're lying and his brother's there, but his brother, Jake, Jake's worse than him. I don't think I could get behind Jake at all.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see on that. All right, let's go back to the other ladies. Okay. So we've got Asuka as the champion versus Bianca Belair versus Charlotte. This one is kind of difficult, I feel like. I feel like they never quite do Asuka right. So I would not be surprised at all if she loses. Especially, you know, they like to boost up Charlotte's championship count.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with Asuka to retain, though. I feel like she's got to keep
it safe.
Yeah, I am. Oh, by the way,
you always like I'm gonna pick the champ.
That's right. I'm going with that, and also because we have a special bonus question here of will there be a cash in from EO, and I'm just going to go ahead and say yes for the fun of it. And because this is one I want to see a cash in live. So
I would love to see a cash in live.
So let's go with yes.
Okay.
How about you?
I think Charlotte's going to win because it's Charlotte Flair.
Right.
She almost always has a title. She doesn't have a title. She's gone, 2-3 months without a title?
Mm-hmm.
Seems about time for WWE to put a title on her.
Yeah.
Not that
I can't say that that's a bad guess.
I don't hate Charlotte, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What is Charlotte without a title?
Right.
That never happens.
Exactly. It's just kind of like she just is there coming out and talking all the time when she doesn't have it.
Something, and I don't know who said it. It was on Twitter, and they were talking about how they'd like it a lot better if Charlotte ever had any sort of vulnerability.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually.
Yeah, I wish I could remember who said it, but I was like, oh my God, yes.
Right.
She's good almost because she's like a robot.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have the title, she then wins the title. It's just
then she takes a break.
And I'm gonna say no cash in because I want there to be a cash in, so there won't be a cash in.
Right. Probably right. And I noted that you said Twitter, and we will keep calling it that.
I refuse.
All right. Now
I was literally speaking to
go ahead.
Twitter for 1 second. I was literally trying to log in to just look at it today, and I was like, "Where's Twitter?" I'm like, "Oh yes, stupid ugly X on my phone."
Right, exactly, and it looks like a triple X site that's sitting there.
It kind of does.
I was gonna say something else, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like it's a struck or something. Probably not, but anyway, yeah. So I never can pronounce this right. Gunther. The Intercontinental title match with Gunther as the current champion versus Drew McIntyre. And a lot of people are hyping this match up quite a bit.
I think it's going to be really good. I think they're going to beat the absolute shit out of each other.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on it as far as who's going to win?
Okay, then. Well, first, like I said, they're going to beat the absolute shit out of each other.
Yes.
I think Drew is going to win.
Okay.
I think it's time for a new champ. I like Gunther, whatever we want to say. He almost has the record for the IC champ. I was reading that somewhere too.
Right.
Just Drew came back, give Drew a pop. And, Gunther did a lot for the IC title, but I think Drew's going to win. Put it on a baby face for a little bit. I don't know.
I agree that it will be very good and they'll beat each other up to the end.
You are going to pick the champion.
Yes, because of the record that's going. A lot of people are saying like that they want to get the honky tonk man off of the books as the record holder. And so I do feel bad though, because Drew McIntyre, like, he's another one that it just seems like it never quite goes right for him.
Right. When he had the title, it was the friggin' pandemic. So it sucks to.
So, I mean, I could see this going either way. I think this is one of the harder ones to call. So
yeah, this is one of the ones I had a really hard time with.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And moving into the three biggest matches, I would say.
Well, are you sure? There were three main events. It was Asuka and Charlotte and Bianca and Jay and Roman and Cody. Like, I don't know. Everything was a main event.
Yeah, true. So I guess maybe it's the four main events then.
Something like that.
Because I was considering Seth Rollins a main event as well.
I don't. Yeah, did they get the main event title? Everything's a main event.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually sure. I just know people were saying that there was like several billed as main event. But let's
we know what the true main event was.
That's right, we do. So yeah, we've got Seth Rollins as current champion and Finn Balor. Another great match, I'm sure, as always from these guys. It'll be interesting to see Seth's entrance if he does anything off the wall. Any interesting outfits? Or
he'll wear like more Chicago Bears stuff in Detroit.
Oh, well, that could be. That made me think
go over too well.
I love football. I hate football.
Yeah.
I think
this one was hard.
Yes. And this is another one that they want to know if we think there's a cash in on.
Okay.
So I'm going to say no cash in on this one.
Okay.
But I'm not positive. They could do a lot of things with Judgment Day and, Priest and will he stand by his side? Will he not? All of that. I actually forgot to circle this one because I was debating it so heavily.
Oh, now you got to make a
on the spot
on-camera decision.
Oh God,
it's hard.
I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. What's your thought?
Yep, win with the champ again. Caitlin, win in doubt, pick the champion.
Right.
Yeah, this was really hard. I could really see it going either way. Like if you look at the Judgment Day, like everybody has a title or something, like Rhea has the title.
That's true too.
Dominic has whatever the NXT thing is.
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Priest, my goodness. He's got Money in the Bank. So it would make sense to put the next title on Finn Balor. But then at the same time too, is that too much like what just happened with I can't think of anybody's names. Roman Reigns.
The Bloodline.
Thank you. The Bloodline. Is that too much like what just happened with the Bloodline where like everybody had a title? Is that following that storyline too well? Then also it's like a newer title. Do you take it off as Rollins already?
Exactly. So it's a tough call.
And I mean, is it a better? So obviously we know Priest has Money in the Bank. Is that better if he's going after Balor, or is it better if he's going after Rollins? There's like so many ways they could go here. That being said, I do not think there will be a cash in. I feel like they'll tease it or something. They always are.
Right.
And I'm going to pick Rollins to win.
Okay. All right. Is that the first one we're the same on? No, not we did Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul. Okay. I think we'll be the same on the next two.
I'm thinking so as well. And with that in mind, we've got Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Normal match, no stipulations or anything like that. I'll let you go ahead and start on this one.
All right. I think Cody's gonna win. It's time for Cody to move on from Brock. It's time to finish the story. So he needs to move on and do however he's gonna somehow face Roman. I don't know.
Yeah.
This needs to be done, over with. He needs to move on to someone else.
I agree 100%. I'm going with Cody also. I feel like, I mean, that has to happen. Well,
Yeah.
for me, I want to erupt for him, you know. Yeah. Question is, how long will that match go, I wonder?
Does Brock like Cody? That's what'll determine that.
Good point.
So who do we think gets the biggest pop of the night? That should be a bonus question.
I'm looking here. Who do I think? Seth Rollins.
I think Seth might too.
Yeah.
I think
we're going to get to do the song with everyone.
Yes. Cody will definitely get a huge pop. LA Knight will get a huge pop.
Yeah.
Jay Uso is going to get a huge pop though too.
Oh,
so
right.
I don't know.
That is true. Yeah, hard to say. We'll have to report back.
I know.
What we think sounded the loudest anyway.
Who was the loudest?
Right.
Rollins might go on the longest.
Probably will. I'm sure on that.
I will be doing that.
All right. Then we have our main event.
The
Roman
only
Reigns.
main event that matters.
Right. Versus Jay Uso for the championship and the what do you call it? Like the the thing that they put around their neck. I don't know the name of it. But, yeah, but I think there's like a different name they were using. I might be wrong.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm going Roman Reigns. Sorry, Jay. I don't think you're the one.
You are not.
You are not the guy.
You are not, no.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I am also picking Roman. I literally wrote Roman isn't losing.
Right. That's all the notes we need.
Sorry, Jay.
Yeah.
I'd love if Jay won. I hope they make me think Jay is going to win for a little bit.
They probably will, I bet.
But
we'll have like a few minutes there where we think it could happen.
But is it going to be Jay? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jay.
But I do wonder, like, what's all going to happen at the end? You know, is something?
I mean, I could see. What did they do? Was it versus Cody? Who was it that Roman was fighting? No, it was like Sammy and them. Sammy and so when he lost, and then like all that stuff happened.
Mm-hmm.
Roman got the crap kicked out of him.
Oh yeah.
I could see something kind of like that happening again, but
yeah.
Jay's not going to win. I could see them making Roman look weak though, or whatever at the end, or maybe he'll lose his other bloodline member. Maybe Solo will go away and join his brothers.
Yeah,
how do you pick your cousin over your brother? Come on.
I don't know, but how long do we think the walk down to the ring will be?
Oh, let's see. What's the stage setup going to be? Is it going to turn?
Oh yeah, that I don't know.
I've actually never been to Ford Field, so I don't have any.
I have, but I can't picture it, like what it would look like.
Other thing down there, but not.
Right.
If it turns, let's say 5 minutes.
Okay, all right.
But that's in counting getting into the ring and then
standing and looking around and
telling people to acknowledge him.
Right. Detroit.
I don't appreciate him telling me what to do. I'm not going to acknowledge Roman Reigns.
Well, fair enough. Any other thoughts on the show or anything we missed? Or
I don't think so. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I am too.
It's super fun.
It's going to be a good show, I'm sure of it. And yeah, it's been a little bit since Detroit has had a pay-per-view.
We went to the last one. What was it, Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that was like 2018-ish.
You should come to Detroit more. Stop hating on Detroit.
I know.
It's not that bad.
What's that about?
It's coming back. Detroit is coming back.
Also true. But all right, folks, those are our predictions for the show, and we hope you have a great time watching. What was that?
So take them with a grain of salt.
That's right. A large grain of salt. All right. Well, we will see you next time. I don't know when that will be, but we will see you then.